Hello! So today we're going to do a mindfulness walk. One of the reasons that we can do a mindfulness walk is to help distract us, to help ground us, and to convince our brain that all is good and safe in the world, that there is beauty everywhere around us. I know it sounds cliche, but remember, when we're having anxiety and we're having some tough times, it's really good to shift our perspective to help our brain to come out of whatever is bothering us in the moment. So when we do a mindfulness walk, we're going to take in everything that we see and hear and smell and touch, non-judgmentally, just full of curiosity. We're not trying to get anywhere. We're not trying to do anything. There's no goals. We're just in the moment for whatever the moment takes us. So I am currently walking my pug. You will hear her snorting and you will see her stopping to smell everything. And that's okay because she is mindfully aware of where she is and what's going on. So we start with walking at a natural pace. Now, whatever your natural pace is, honor it. If you're a fast walker, that's fine. If you're a slower walker, that's fine. Just let it feel natural, whatever is natural for you. And as we start walking, you'll notice that your breath will start getting a little bit heavier. Your body is kind of in a little exercise mode. So your breath will get a little bit shallower. And if you stop for a minute, you'll be able to feel your heart beating. So as we're getting going, we're going to stop for a minute and just put our hand on our hearts. And we're just going to feel it beating for a minute. We're going to be so happy that our hearts are healthy, that it's beating and it's working and it's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. So we just honor it. We can just enjoy it for a minute. If you're hot, if you're cold, if it's windy, if it's sunny, whatever the weather is, we're going to honor it. And we're going to be so grateful for this moment. Right now, it is a little hot and humid, but I love it because I know that very soon it'll start getting cold again. So even though I'm a little humid, I love it and I'm enjoying it. Sometimes there's a breeze, that's really nice, but mostly I'm just enjoying the sun. So I'm gonna point you over to the direction of the dog who is sniffing, probably other dogs for the neighborhood, and we're just gonna keep walking. So what can I hear? So the kids are getting off of school, so I can hear all the kids walking home from school and all the families, all the bikes. And I can hear all the traffic. So people are driving by, people are walking by, people are picking up the kids from school, and I'm just there and just happy to see the families, happy to see the kids. Kids are very happy to be out of school. The traffic is driving back and forth. So, and she is smelling whatever it is that she's smelling. So, I'm just enjoying the neighborhood walk. Now I'm going just a little bit into a woody area. And what's really important is that we honor the shade that this gives us. So if you look out into the woods, there's a little tiny creek over there. And often it has a little bubbles in it. And so we'll go over and we will look at the bubbles and we will just take in the water for the moment. And then we're just walking and I'm hearing all the people and hearing all the cars and I can smell the flowers. I can smell the woods. I can smell the old leaves that have fallen. I can smell it all. Not judging it, just enjoying whatever it is. Over here, there's a really beautiful yellow flower. I don't even know really what that is. But if you look, it's a beautiful flower and there's a bee working so hard to get everything that they can from this beautiful yellow flower. And he's working so hard. So I'm so honored to be able to see him working so hard to provide. And so another trick that I really like to do with grounding is to take my shoes off. I'm in the grass, so it's a safe place to do so. So I'm gonna take my shoes off and we just wanna feel what it feels like. You can see there's a tot lot behind me. Look at this one who's decided to rub around in whatever it is she's smelling. Who knows? So I'm taking my shoes off and I've just got my bare feet on the ground. What am I feeling? When I put my feet on the ground, what way does my foot hit the ground? So for me, I feel it mostly in the back of my foot. Feel a little bit on the left side. Just curious, no judgment. I happen to feel a lot on the back. And because it's a warm, sunny day, I can feel the grass, but it's warm. This one's done rolling around, I guess. And so I'm just feeling the grass. Just feeling what the grass feels like in between my toes, just rubbing my feet, just enjoying the moment. Because we always have shoes on and we never actually feel what the ground feels like. But it's a really beautiful feeling. It's soft and it's just long enough where it's soft and it's like giving me a little bit of a cushion. So, what are you feeling? Is it muddy? Is it short and kind of prickly? Is it long and soft? What does the grass feel like under your toes? Sometimes I come here and it's like a little muddy. And so it's really fun to like squish my toes into the mud. And so now we're coming into this little tiny brook. And as you can see, it's not much of a brook, but we're gonna go over and we're just gonna play around in the woods and just go in until we see the brook. And it's not much at all, but she's drinking it because she's thirsty. And there's little tiny bubbles, and I can hear a truck backing up. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm sure it's picking up the kids or something. She's actually walking in the brook and sniffing around, and you can see the leaves and the bubbles, and you can see the mud coming up when she stands on it. I bet she's feeling very relieved from the hot weather, just being in this sweet little brook. And there's like a big rock over there. I'm gonna go check it out. But it's really cool with all of its wrinkles and stuff, but just sitting there hanging out. And now she's ready, shaking off the mud and the dirt. And so we're just gonna keep walking. I'm really enjoying the shade. I'm loving the fact that I can sit next to this little tiny brook. I love that I can see my neighbors walking their kids home from school. And we're just gonna keep walking until I get to the point where I feel like I'm grounded and I wanna go home, however long that takes. She's trying to figure out her way through the woods, back over to the trail. You can hear the kids screaming on the tot lot, they're playing. So everyone is just having fun and enjoying the weather. And I can do this little trail over here. And I'm just walking to see what I see. I don't have to go deep into the woods. But I see this beautiful tree full of vines. Oh. And this area just started for some reason. But if you can see this really beautiful tree with these vines, and the bark is like, got lines in it, and it has this really beautiful vine on it. Just one, couple, they go up and up and up. It's beautiful how nature does these things. And we keep walking, and then we're gonna turn around and go back onto the trail because we're getting to the end of this little tiny dirt trail. We're just gonna keep walking. And whatever we see, whatever we do, whatever I smell, and I'm gonna touch what I can touch, as long as it's not poison ivy or a bee that could sting me. I'm gonna touch it and I'm gonna experience it and I'm gonna be in the moment for whatever that is. And in the 10 minutes that we've been walking, I've been able to experience a lot of beauty and a lot of amazing natural things that are just next to my house. And I get to see all the families walking around and the kids who are super excited to be out of school for the day. And just their happiness is contagious. The sun is shining and the kid is on the playground squealing, laughing, having a good time. So a mindfulness walk is just being in the moment. So just be happy. Know that you're safe. Know that there is beauty in the world, that all things happen, and that no matter what is happening in your life right now, you can get through it. You can navigate it. We have to remember that our feelings, while valid, help us navigate how we really feel about stuff, is not a way that we have to stay. We can honor them and we can shift and make decisions based on them, but we don't have to stay in the moment. So thank you, brain, for reminding us of something that's important to us, but we're okay and we can navigate and we will survive and we will take the necessary steps that we need. So I honor this moment with you. Thank you so much for joining Leia and I on a walk. And I hope that when you need this, you too can go onto a simple little walk and enjoy the absolute beauty of life. Have a wonderful day.